His hands are like, my dad had big hands.
Excuse me, did you say you've been carving since 2006?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, in May 2006 is when I started teaching myself to carve.
Why did you go to carving, though?
Because I was retired. I retired Labor Day 2005 and found out I could only read so many books a week. I like this new Nook I have because I get all these free books. Since I bought the Nook, I've read 25 books already. I'm on 26 right now because they're free.
The question is, what would you advise people, retirees, as to what to do with their time?
My opinion is, if you live in Norfolk, the best place to go would be the Senior Citizen Center down on Newport Avenue, where they have a tremendous art program of all different types. But example, for the wood carving, we have a group that carves there every Wednesday from 12 to 4. I help and teach whatever is needed to be taught. I want you to do your own work. We have guys that are very competent there. We have a bunch of 92-year-olds, 2 of them in fact, that are absolutely, one of them is a fabulous carver. Fabulous carver. A second one is not so sure because he's sickly and he has on O2, but he works at carving the bird.
Yeah.
And I give him a challenge every week to carry through to next week, okay, to see if he accomplishes it. I've got another guy that has never carved a full bird. His bird is on display right now. Won an honorable mention, the first time he's ever carved a full feathered bird. But he would not enter it unless he said his name and friends, okay? Because we all had so much a hand in doing it for him.
Yeah.
The beauty of it is that he got such a, and he mounted the bird beautifully.
Yeah.
Even though the detail is kind of wicked and whatnot, the bird come out looking very good. From a distance, it looks phenomenal. And that's the beauty of seeing somebody getting an honorable mention or a medal or ribbon of some sort that has never carved one before for the first time, and all of a sudden somebody recognized his work, and that's the beauty of it. It's a dying art, and anybody that's retired, I like to call us retarded because we don't want to do much of anything, but this is such a simple process. I have a class, 2 classes starting here, hopefully if we get enough signatures on them, where I buy the knives for them. I will supply the wood blocks, and they're going to have to pay for them. But I will supply the paint and the eyes that go in. I'm going to make that shorebird right there, that long leg stilt, the black and white one. It's a slick kind of bird, a smoothie, easy to make. There's only 2 eggs involved in the head and in the body. That's all you're looking at, is 2 egg shapes. Put a long neck on it and a tail end. Rectangles and eggs and squares, that's all you're looking at for birds. Literally. Okay, so it's a very easy way to carve, and it's soft wood. So you can carve there. I don't charge an exorbitant amount to teach, so you know, it's what I'm trying to do is take what I've learned, the processes I've learned, the resources I have to look and research the birds I'm going to do, and spread that to somebody else, either the older generation or the younger generation. I want somebody that really wants to try to do this hard and work diligently at it, because it's an art. It's not whittling a piece of wood. It's literally an art, so you need to study the birds you want to carve. You want to learn about the bird and what its habitat is, so that you create a piece of artwork. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, people ask me how much I charge for my birds. I don't carve for anybody. I refuse to work for anybody ever again. Okay? This is my hobby. If somebody likes my bird, here's my price. That's what it is. You know, if you don't want it, I'll keep it in the house. I don't care. I sold many birds. I cannot come in as an amateur anymore because I've sold way too many birds. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not in it for the business. I'm not in it for anything else except the joy of creating with my own hands and my own mind. And that, to me, is the essence of wood carving, and creating something that was nothing. I'm sculpting a piece of wood. Best way I know to interpret it. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir, it does.
And I don't care how old you are. If you, like I say, I've got 92-year-olds that I'm working with. One I don't have to work with at all. He's fully competent. The other one's a little slower. I've got 70, 80-year-olds in the group that are And I happen to be 72, so I'm not a whippersnapper either, you know. But
Fantastic.
it's a beautiful way to go.
Fantastic.
Thank you very
And the
much.
most important thing is it gives you separation from your wife for 3 to 4 hours a week.
3 to 4 hours a week. That's pretty good, huh?
Thank you very much. I
My
really
pleasure.
appreciate it. Thank you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you. Taking the time and we cut them at the same time.
Oh, wow.
So this blade is very, very sharp. And that's what you'll get culminated at
Right.
the end, okay? But it's just
Get that
a process of carving the feathers first and then burning the barbs individually. So I have to go anywhere between 90 and 110 strokes per inch. That's why I'm so intent on looking at the lines
I can see that.
with a sharp edge, so there's no flat surfaces. Light will reflect off a flat surface and light doesn't
Correct.
reflect off a bird. Because if the light reflects off a bird, what's going to see it? The bigger bird.
The bigger birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The upper rump and the lower rump, the way they're supposed to be, the other feathers will be carved in. This is that's why the pinion feathers are so high right here. And then I start putting layers of paint on. I have a long-eared owl sitting at the show right now down at the museum on the ocean front that I got only two different colors of paint on except the black and white. We have a display for the museum there. One of my old taste of old veneer. They have beautiful